For the first time, we've got major data from young Australians about how the country's social media ban is working. So here's what we now know. 61% of 12 to 15-year-olds in Australia still have access to social media accounts, despite being banned since December. That's not necessarily because they're getting around the rules. In fact, it looks like a lot of them just didn't get removed in the first place. According to the research, 53% of child users on TikTok and YouTube and 52% on Instagram were still able to access accounts on the platform. And when teenagers were asked what kind of impact the ban was having, 14% said it made them feel less safe. So does all this mean that the ban is a failure? Some people are going to say yes. There are a lot of organisations, including the charity that commissioned this research called the Molly Rose Foundation, who don't want a similar ban in the UK because they don't think it'll protect children. This new research will back up their argument. However, we should look at it in context. This is the first major research on young Australians, but last month, adults were polled and they told a very different story. Just under 2/3 of parents said they'd noticed behavioural changes in their children since the ban came in. Those were things like more in-person social interactions, improved parent-child relationships, and children being more present and engaged during interactions. We've also got to remember the ban's only been in place since the 1st of December. Companies like Meta, which are very opposed to bans like this, warned before it came in that it would take them a while to fully implement the rules. Although Meta did manage to remove more than 500,000 accounts in the first month of the ban. So all these new numbers do paint a picture about how the ban in Australia is working, and they'll be studied very carefully by governments who are planning to implement their own, but they're not necessarily a death knell for social media bans.